good work-life balance.
Okay.
And I was working a lot, and years go by, and then you don't realize that you haven't prioritized your time with family, with friends, your leisure time. And it was a time period where I didn't really understand time or space. And when I say that, is that I was traveling so much for work as well. Every 10 days I was traveling to a new country, and it was so easy for me. I didn't understand, like, if I had to go to a meeting somewhere, it didn't make a difference to me if it was like, you know, a 6-hour flight or an 8-hour flight in a different time zone. I would just get things done. Obviously I was a lot younger too, and I had the energy and stamina and the drive to do stuff like that. And it was great for a time being, but then I think after a while, I realized that you just spend so much time working, and even though you have got such great experience and exposure in life because of those things, but what happened to the other aspects of your life? And so now, so what I'll do is in the middle of the day, after I finish doing something that is critical, time sensitive, I will make sure I go outside. Even if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I need to go sit under the sun, because we have such good weather here in Toronto. And so it's important for me that I'm actually at least breathing fresh air. Now I actually prioritize that, because I'm like, you know what, before I know it, winter's gonna come. And if I'm not actually outside, and you know, I've learned that, because I had a job before where I was in front of a computer for like, I don't know, 18 hours a day, 16 hours a day. You don't realize how your time just goes by, going from one screen to another screen, and not realizing that, no, you need to be outside, you need to be in nature, you need to ground yourself. And because of those things, I would have, and I didn't even acknowledge, like, when you work that much, you get anxiety about certain things. And I didn't acknowledge it because on the outside, I was always very calm, or appeared calm, but it was on the inside where I would have like body pain or just certain things. And that was all as a symptom of just not having a proper balance in life.
Yeah, it does happen.
Take time away, yeah.
Yeah, it does happen. You're right, because if you're not taking out time for all those things, then it does affect your mental health, it does affect your body as well. There was a time that I was working for, I was a good 12, 13, 14, 16 hours, or even for that matter, sometimes 18 hours a day. And there was a time for 4 or 5 years, I was working for maybe 6 days, sometimes even 7 days. But that's the time that I started realizing this thing. And I'll again give credit to my wife, Preeti. She asked me this question. She asked this many times, but sometimes it does hit you hard. Are you really living your life? That's the key question. Because one thing that I've learned over a period of time, you must ask, that's why I was saying, you must ask yourself, how much money do you need? Because say for instance, at whatever age you are, you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, doesn't matter. Ask yourself today, how much money do I need? If you need $100, and say for instance you end up at the age of 70, 65 or whatever age, you're $90, you're $10 short, that could be an issue, right? So you haven't really prioritized work. There comes work-life balance. Say for instance you need $100 and you're just adding extra zeros in your bank balance. For what? For what? So then you have to answer, I could have spent all that time doing so many other things for priority. I could have spent that time with my wife, with my kids, with my parents, with my grandparents, grandkids for that matter, or with any friends, or could have done so much different.